Hi guys, welcome back to another edition of Max and Nikki 1000th Time Reactions,
where we react to a song after listening to it for our 1000th time.
we release 3 videos a day,
Every day.
so please hit that subscribe button
And turn on post notifications.
so you don't miss out on all this great content. So what do we want to listen to right now, Nikki?
We're going to listen to Crazy by Patsy Cline. We've heard this so many times.
It's a very great tune.
And for all intents and purposes, we're going to call it our 1000th time listening to it.
Before we move on, as we normally do, we'd like to mention that we have another YouTube channel called Max and Nikki,
On which we perform oldies tunes, jazz standards, and originals in that vein.
and we got comedy videos on there as well. But for right now, let's take a listen to Crazy by Patsy Cline. Here we go.
For our 1000th time.
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Oh, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
It's a beautiful tune, you know?
Crazy.
Written by Willie Nelson, if you didn't already know.
Sure,
that.
Willie Nelson, one of the great songwriters.
One of the great singers of all time.
Sure.
You know?
But I gotta say, Patsy Cline, what a masterful, controlled singer. She knows how to just, her dynamics are just so flawless.
I was going to say,
you know?
it's she has an interesting way of singing where she kind of does this crazy, I'm crazy for crying.
Right, it almost seems like she
you know,
she does this sort of
crazy for
it's this decrease. It kind of all of a sudden it kind of her voice disappears for just a second and it comes back out. It's interesting, and then
like worry. She does that kind of thing,
right.
Why
But
do I
also
let
she's just
myself worry?
very
You know, she does that kind of
But
thing.
she's very in control of her vocals. It's very good.
Yeah, she's very good. It's interesting to hear this.
She also has this kind of these kind of vocal. I don't know what to call it, but other than it almost sounds like between like a hiccup and a yodel kind of a thing. You know, like what? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I was gonna. That's what I thought you were saying.
Oh no,
She
that's
does
not
like,
what I was.
Worry.
No, that's a different thing.
Oh.
I'm talking about. She does this kind of.
I'm crazy.
Yeah,
Like
it kind
that?
of does like this thing. You know, it's almost has this. You know, almost like her her voice goes up, an octave for a second or something like that.
What I noticed, some of the instrumentation was really cool. You have this piano, most certainly an upright piano, in the left ear here that's doing some really cool fills
in fact, one of those fills, they're not far apart. Country and blues. I mean, it did this lick at one point that sounded even more blues than, country can sound pretty bluesy at times, but that even sounded more than a country song.
Very much a crossover hit,
Well, this is definitely a pop tune for sure.
This is a pop. It's almost like traditional pop,
Sure.
Now, I will say there's
in
some
the right ear, you got the
interesting
bass. You can really clearly hear the upright bass.
Well,
in
and
there,
the drums are there as well.
Sure.
Very light.
I wonder
kit.
if this is a remaster even too. It doesn't say so, but on here. But
what's interesting about this is I heard there's like an organ going on, I believe.
Oh, was it an organ? Yeah,
but it's like it has tremolo on it or
yeah,
something like that.
I thought it was.
But
I thought
also-
it was a steel string guitar.
I
or
also
something
heard
like that.
what I thought
A
was
slide guitar, rather.
some kind of
I thought
slide
it was a
guitar
guitar.
in the left ear.
Oh, okay.
That was doing tremolo too. There were two there, and sometimes they were switching off. It was a very cool effect. I mean, obviously you had the background singers going on in the left ear as well.
But it was very
That would
subtle.
come-
It was very subtle in the right ear.
Sure,
I
and
heard
in
this.
the left ear too. Every time it would come, I'm like really trying to pay attention to hear what it.
See, that's the kind of thing that it's a subtle thing that if you're listening on the radio in the car, you're not gonna. A listener's not gonna consciously take note of it necessarily, but
it adds to the overall
It adds
effect.
to the overall effect, and on a subconscious level, they'll feel
makes
it.
it
I think,
more
makes
it feel more full. Now,
well, not just that. It's just these effects. You feel it in your maybe on a physical level.
right. And I thought the background vocalists were also very very controlled. They came in very quiet and really crescendoed.
Right.
Obviously you heard the man there doing the bass, parts.
Oh, the man, the man,
Or the male singer.
No. No. I'm speaking like kind of like
No, I know.
the government or the corporate.
Sure.
The man. I was just kidding around.
But
anyway.
Yeah, what a great tune. There was something I wanted to say that I'm forgetting what I was going to say right now.
Well, I don't know. I just think great tune. Again, Willie Nelson, he really knows how to write a tune.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
We'll definitely be listening to some other Willie Nelson songs and other Patsy Cline tunes, but Willie Nelson, we'll probably take a listen to,
Well, lots of tunes.
I'm right.
Sad songs and waltzes.
Sad songs and waltzes. Sorry,
Sure. Or Are You Sure? Or
Are You Sure?
I love his version of Stardust, actually, which is really cool.
Sure.
But one thing I wanted to,
I guess we did listen to a Willie Nelson tune in the past because he was on We Are the World.
You mean a Willie Nelson tune in our reaction channel?
Sure, in our reaction channel.
Because he was on We Are
the World.
Sure.
So if you're interested,
just
some
to
Willie
make it
Nelson,
clear,
take a look at that one.
We've heard many Willie Nelson tunes and
all right, you don't
many times.
All right, you don't gotta.
But what I wanted to say is,
yourself.
At the end when she says, and I'm crazy for loving, and then it's quiet, and
Yes.
I'm trying to think if that's it's quiet, and you really hear the room tone there, and the room tone adds so much to the song. Actually,
interesting.
now I know it's an older recording, and that's probably contributing to the sort of staticky quality of the recording, but the room tone, because that's all you hear, it gives the impression that
We're in the room there.
we're
with
in
them.
the room with her, and you can hear a pin drop, so to speak, because
It gives this feeling of it being a live performance
Exactly.
in a way, as though you're watching it. Her on stage. You want to. Yeah, there's nothing like seeing a live performance. I think maybe many of you would agree. There's a lot to recordings too that we all love, but going to see somebody live is just there's something really thrilling about that.
Sure.
And I think adding the room tone maybe is kind of evokes that feeling.
Sure. Anyway, love this song. I think that'll do it for this video. If you like what you heard and saw today, please hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications to find out about more Max and Nikki reaction videos.
Please keep tuning in.